It now smells like a humid day inside Joy Behar's moo-moo. The motives stink worse than Joy Behar's jog bra. I mean, assuming she jogs. Oh, wait, there she is. She has a point. Maybe I am obsessed, but some people are obsessed with Bigfoot, and they don't get to see him on TV every afternoon. And if they did, could they tell the two apart? I don't know.
Joy Behar found herself in the middle of an unexpected comedy clash. On one side, Bill Maher delivered sharp, sarcastic remarks, while on the other, Greg Gutfeld jumped in with his usual energetic banter. The result? A chaotic exchange filled with biting humor. Joy's confidence took a noticeable hit, and it wasn't pretty.
And by the way, out there, that hat that you keep wearing, that red hat that says "Make America Great Again," that tells people that you go along with this. So you might as well just put a swastika on the hat.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Because we see it anyway.
I'm not going to defend Donald Trump ever, but I would never say that we should put the swastika on the cap, because I think you can hate Donald Trump. You can't hate everybody who likes him. It's half the country. I don't want to live in that country. I don't want to live in the country where I hate half the country, and I don't hate half the country.
How dare you disagree with me?
Joy Behar just got hit with a surprise tag team moment on The View. Bill Maher and Greg Gutfeld, two guys from opposite political sides, teamed up and pushed back hard. Their comments didn't just challenge her views, they completely shut them down. Joy's been sharing bold political takes on daytime TV for over 20 years, often turning the show into her own spotlight. But this time, she wasn't in control. The internet took notice, and The View was left shaken. Joy's style may be loud and confident, but it's clearly facing more pushback than ever.
Joy Behar accused Elon Musk of being pro-apartheid, but then begged him afterwards not to sue. Musk lawyers have yet to comment because they're still checking to see if it's legal to sue a cow.
Shots fired.
Just a legal question. I don't know why it's so upsetting. I don't make the rules in this country.
This wasn't some loud TV debate. There was no shouting, no dramatic face-off, just two well-known voices, Bill Maher and Greg Gutfeld, reaching the same point without even coordinating. They both called out what many see as a long-running problem, Joy Behar's style of over-the-top commentary on The View. Let's start with Bill Maher. He's always been quick to call out nonsense, but lately he's focused on exposing shallow activism and overused talking points. His tone now sounds more like the tired voice of reason in a noisy room. And his recent remarks clearly targeted shows like The View, where emotion often takes the place of real facts. Without naming names, Maher took aim at panels that reward applause over substance and where disagreement feels off limits. His message was clear. The media needs to stop pretending loud opinions are the same as thoughtful discussion. And Joy Behar's approach, in his view, is part of that problem.
The View?
It's called The View. It's not called The Facts.
Yeah, but isn't it interesting that it's called, I don't think they meant this when Barbara Walters invented it a long time ago, but it's The View.
Well,
that's the problem in America.
But
there is one view,
right, and
one
that's clearly
true opinion, and everybody else can go sit in the corner.
That's correct. I think that's not.
The most surprising part? Bill Maher didn't even mention Joy Behar by name. But he didn't have to. His words painted a clear picture. Without shouting or personal attacks, he exposed exactly what The View has become under Joy's influence. Maher criticized the trend of performative outrage and shallow commentary that dominates some media spaces. While he spoke broadly, the message strongly pointed in one direction: Joy Behar. His remarks about emotional outbursts replacing real discussion hit close to home. Joy has become known for taking over conversations, leading with emotion instead of facts, and reacting before anyone finishes speaking. Maher didn't just criticize this behavior, he broke it down piece by piece, showing how it reflects a larger problem in media today. In his view, shows like The View no longer encourage real conversation. Instead, they amplify the loudest voices, often at the expense of reason. And standing right in the center, according to Maher's tone, is Joy Behar, a symbol of what's gone wrong in political talk TV school.
That Gutfeld talks about you all the time.
Who is he? What Really, who is he?
I don't watch the show.
He has a show.
I don't watch the
never
show.
heard of him.
Yeah.
I guess he's just obsessed with me.
No. Next, Joy's going to say she's never heard of carbs. Seriously, her denial of knowing me is as believable as her red hair. But obsession? I mean, come on, Joy. Where would you even get that idea? Like Joy Behar's face, it's looking worse and worse by the day. More full of crap than Joy Behar after a night of scotch and Taco Bell. Her being named Joy is like me being named ugly. Joy wasn't there on the show. Apparently Mondays are her days off when she feeds in the past.
If Bill Maher plays the role of the frustrated liberal calling out his own side, then Greg. Gutfeld is the sharp-tongued outsider pointing and laughing from the sidelines, and viewers are tuning in. Gutfeld doesn't bring policy charts or long lectures. He shows up with quick jokes, a sharp wit, and no filter. When it comes to Joy, Behar, Gutfeld doesn't hold back. His style is bold and direct, more comedy roast than political analysis. To him, Joy isn't just a talk show host. She's a symbol of old-school media that's out of touch and too sure of itself. While Maher criticizes the bigger issues in political talk shows, Gutfeld goes straight for the personalities, and Joy is one of his main targets. He sees her, constant interruptions and dramatic tone, as less enlightening and more exhausting. To Gutfeld, Joy's commentary isn't deep or thoughtful. It's loud and repetitive. His take. It's more noise than insight, and he's not afraid to say so in a way that gets a laugh and a headline. School, Bill Maher gave a sharp take. Greg Gutfeld laughed off the drama, and in the middle stood Joy Behar, front and center, whether people wanted her there or not. Even though Maher and Gutfeld come from opposite sides, they ended up pointing at the same problem. Political talk shows today are full of loud voices and quick reactions. Joy Behar seems stuck in that old style, pushing strong opinions with little room for real discussion. Maher sounded like someone tired of the noise. Gutfeld just joked his way through it, but both made it clear something has gone off track. Joy's role now feels more like background noise than real commentary. And it's not just about her, it's about a media style that feels outdated, the kind that confuses volume with value.
I just want them to pay attention to words like vermin and poisoning the blood and the Third Reich. That's all. That's really what I'm asking.
They see Trump as a comedian. They see him as a clown who says crazy things.
They saw Hitler like that.
Right, okay, but that doesn't mean, you can hate Trump. You can't hate everybody who likes him. It is half.
What's even crazier? Joy Behar doesn't even realize it. That smug confidence might feel comforting to her, but to everyone else, it's just loud and out of touch. That's what Maher tears into. That's what Gutfeld mocks. The idea that volume equals truth or repeating the same take makes it smart. It doesn't. It just makes it funny for all the wrong reasons. Somehow, Maher and Gutfeld ended up on the same page. Maher used sarcasm like a scalpel. Gutfeld came in swinging with punchlines. And together, they crushed Behar's media image without even needing to name her. Different styles, same message. The act is old, and the spotlight is fading.
Getting hit with one of the worst hurricanes that Behar will ever see.
But she should know, does anyone remember that time when she got carried away by Hurricane Sandy? Take a look. Thank you.
The real joke? Joy Behar isn't some mastermind. She's the puppet, not the puppeteer. She's the face of a media loop where smugness gets mistaken for insight and shouting is sold as wisdom. The View stopped being a talk show. It's group therapy for the loud and self-righteous. Joy doesn't debate. She delivers verdicts wrapped in applause signs. That's why Maher rolls his eyes and Gutfeld cracks up. They're political opposites, yet both caught the same stench. Real conversation buried under fake depth. Joy's not the whole problem. She's just the mascot of a media culture where performance replaces dialogue. And that, sadly, says it all.
And finally, new rule. Stop saying that Whoopi Goldberg getting yanked from The View right after she attacked me on The View is karma. There's no such thing as karma. Sorry. Sorry, but life is random. The only word to describe it when a big game hunter gets trampled by an elephant and then eaten by lions is hilarious.
The View has become karaoke for pundits. same old outrage, remixed with sass and a new haircut. They serve up recycled takes like they're gourmet, all while the audience claps on cue like trained seals. From the outside, it's less a panel and more a documentary on media delusion, with Joy Behar as the loudest signal of a system in decline. Bill Maher sipped sarcasm like it was wine. Gutfeld swung in like a bar brawl with a camera crew. And caught between them, Joy. Less an icon, more a cautionary tale. Her takes weren't controversial, they were collisions, self-importance crashing into cold reality. This wasn't about left versus right. It was comedy reclaiming its throne. Because if there's one bipartisan truth left, it's this. Joy's latest rant was gloriously face-palm level wrong. And no one had to destroy her. She walked into the punchline all on her.
Here's Joy Behar talking about refusing to share a kidney.
I find it friends bizarre. With a Trump supporter. I won't give them a kidney, but I could be friends with them.
Hey, Joy, it's a kidney, not a pizza. Of course, she's kidding at first, but then she goes on to explain the moral foundation for her resentment, and it's the same one that drives all deadly ideologies. If The View is your favorite show, you might be a little slow. Yes, it's time for
Our View on The View.
very serious music. They love to play the race card because logic for them is hard.
Talking about Whoopi Goldberg because I got so many texts this week because she attacked me the week before.
Sure.
So everybody was like, "Oh, Bill, I get you're enjoying the karma." First of all, I'm going to talk about this at the end of my show next week, teaser. But there is no fucking thing as karma. Okay, get over that. Whoopi attacks me on a regular basis. She says stupid shit on a regular basis. They just happen to coincide. But